Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from Houston. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here we go. Stroud gonna throw right away. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 36 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. He'll manage only a couple. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. Here we go. Here's a designed run.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Now, Stroud. Throw out wide. They set up the screen for Collins. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Mixon. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Throwing is Stroud. He's got it at the 3. And a big collision there down near the goal line keeps him out of the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Throwing here on foot to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Flush to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70. Alert, alert. Go.
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Richardson operating from the pistol. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. In trouble, and down he goes. The linebacker, Azeez Al-Shiles. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And, You could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's to the left side. Caught by Noel. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
60 by 60. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Ready. 70 simple. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Michael Voigt. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Go. Ready.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead.
60 average.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here to talk things over before 3rd down. Downs goes in motion. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Raiders kick is good. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll get about 2. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Stroud. A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
On play action, Richardson exiting the pocket right. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Now Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big gainer for Indianapolis. It's a gain of 43 yards. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Out to his right. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Ready, set.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set.
Downs goes in motion. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. First and 10. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But You got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
A second down throw for Stroud. He's got it at the 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
Here we go. 18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he will take this one across into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
In motion is Warren. From the gun on third down, Richardson. To the right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Colts.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
A second down throw for Richardson. Rolling right. He'll take off again. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. 2nd down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19.
From the gun, Richardson. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson. Oh, looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he will go all the way. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Tony.
Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud going to set up the throw. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Let's go now. 1918. Cowboy 80.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. From the 23, here's second down and 7. In motion comes Pittman. On second down, Richardson. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
19-18.
Give up the middle to Taylor. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Christian Harris. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, it's Doolin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18. Go.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Catch made, that's Pittman. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 35 yards. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. In motion is Warren. Here's Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. E.J. Speed getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Throwing, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Richardson.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Panther 60, Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready, ready?
Taylor is in for a touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. On play action, Richardson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
18 running, 18 running.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Come on. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19.
From the gun, Richardson He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. And the Colts first down.
Now a give running left with Taylor.
He was brought down by Christian Harris. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle! Go, Reed! Go! Ready?
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready? Ready? Hop 70, hop 70.
That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal.
70, Timberwolves. Go!
They'll run here with Taylor. To the pylon, he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. Prater's extra point is good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's to the left side. Caught by Noel. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores. And it's 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up the throw. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And remember, they are out of timeout, so he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Texans 1st down. It's going to be a gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on 4th down. No timeouts to use, so he'll get up and spike it to stop the clock. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. They'll run up and clock it a little over 30 seconds, all that is left. Second down, goal to go. Throwing is Stroud. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Down to a knee, and that will do it. They wrap up the regular season with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round.